gonna enter Warszawa from an unusual point, perhaps. Warszawa Golf and Lounge. So we already got the tall buildings. What we're gonna do is begin with the Palace of Culture, which is now Pałac Młodzieży. And so here I am, and we're gonna do some clips of Warszawa. So to begin with, you can see there's a lot of greenery, a lot of parks. We're gonna enter this alley here, and what we're gonna see right away is the curvatura. So let's look up. See that? Not quite something. And what I'm trying to get is the feel of the area of the tallest buildings in Warszawa. And then they also have these tall buildings. What I'm curious about as we turn these tall corners is precisely these kinds of alleys, and what does it look like to be between these buildings. So it's nice that they have trees. Got a bit of connection between like living and office. So it's a bit of this kind of dog walk in, and then you got this kind of alley. This is precisely what I came here to see. And then these people kind of live where they see this. You got your park. This might be a good sign of Warszawa, the Fotel. And we got the New York City kind of scene here. Are those reflections of clouds? That's really nice. Look at that reflection. And there you got a bit of New York style going on here at the end of the street. And you get a nice tall building again, and some banker walking by, and some people here. And let's go down here to view. Lots of people smoking on the street. Again, you got like the residential building or the big office tower behind it. Okay, so we got, again, these kinds of buildings. Glass, and you got glass on glass here. We are loving the glass on glass on glass. And it's all glass, and even the metro station thingies are on glass. Then you got some beer, and then you got more glass. Got lots of repeating sharp objects here. Nice curved bike lanes. Look at those buildings, and we're going to reveal to the other side in a moment. I guess this is more of a business work area. Świętokrzysta and Jana Pawła, and here it is, downtown Warszawa on a Monday morning. Do a bit of a reveal here. That's where the beer is, and what we're gonna do now is, I guess they're setting flowers here, like in every nice city in Poland, and you got nice trees. Nice large clouds with the white going on there. And building things. It's a nice cloudy day. And we're gonna stop here because the city ends just up ahead. But this is what it's like between the buildings here. Okay, so building more glass. And then you got the residential buildings and the sky towers. And feels relatively safe, but also kind of giant, these areas. Look at that. Oh, this certainly deserves a moment. As always, as you move, you get a little bit of action in the reflections and prime cuts here. Going to continue filming that for a second to see them moving. It's neat. Well, I don't like the sound of the machines here, but you know, you get a little bit of the clouds and a little sign and cool, tall, curvy building back there. Here it is, and action. Check that out. Uega Samochod. A little bit of a zoom in on the top of the Empire State here in Warszawa. We got Japanese signs like Wuxi here. It's a pretty rocking machine. I'm always curious what the buildings look like on the ground, you know, where they touch the ground, and then what it's actually like to be there by the building. So this is what it's like to be there by this building. It's a pretty tall, glassy building. Not the tallest, but it's pretty tall. And then obviously things fall onto the glass here down below, and then okay, it looks like a coffee shop. It's pretty neat. Right. And they have the same ideas as I do to make good use of the glassiness and the space. Who knows what this is, but it's neat to be here. It's a good use of the, I guess, the plants as well. Sometimes these kind of things point at where there's still work to be done after the wars. Let me see, what is there? Well, I think I found my favorite shop, and it's a rope shop. Powróżnictwo, and all about lines and ropes. That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna go in because I have nothing to do there, but it's pretty awesome. I like that. I'm not even sure why that exists. You won't believe this, but there is the Grzybowski and Grzybowska crossing here. And that's interesting on its own. I was gonna say that these kinds of buildings, they look like clockwork, and you kind of have that going on in this illustration of the sundial here. And then I'm gonna zoom out, and then you see this kind of clockworky. What I mean by that is like these kind of transformer buildings, they're becoming popular. It looks like they're moving and transforming. There's a lot of trees, and it's, you know, rather pleasant. So a 2-bedroom place that's luxurious downtown on the 11th floor of a 54 floor building, I guess you can see here, is 3,850,000 zloty, which is like, I don't know, closer to $1 million or something. The trees here receive special consideration, not like on the street where I used to live on Gozo in Malta, where they would just cut them down. Here you get like your own stand and respect. Well, I always enjoy curved buildings, signs, and the sound of an ambulance or whatever bike doing important things. So I've looked at a map for the first time, and we're going to go to the corner, at least, of Marszałkowska and Królewska into the Park Saski, because I am of the herb Sas. Well, it looks huge. It looks like this at the entrance. And there's a coffee shop here. I guess this guy came in from the boulevard in Warszawa. Nobody said it's going to be a walk in the park, but we're going to go here at the moment. There's a time to be here and a time not to be here. It might be one of those times. Look at that. Nice colors. I go on all the way down to some fountain. Well, I'm starting to get a feel for the place a little bit. I like this spot. It's a bit off to the side. The trees here. They get pretty tall and windy. There's some giant monument. Well, I guess there's a little path on the side here. I guess I'm just gonna enjoy walking up the path and checking out the monument. Nice little spot for a photo shoot. Check out all these trees. We're gonna finish with the park soon, but I like low-lying trees and the algae in the water. Oh, it's cute how the birds actually use the bird houses in this place. Look at that. Let's see how long we can get the bird in there. Look at that. Sounds like there's little birdies there. So not only do you get like a birdhouse thing, but you get cat rafts. Cats get rafts here. And you just put them in there and then they float around in the pond. Ah, look at that. It looks like they're all women too. Not sure what's going on. Well, we could look it up, but okay. Wow, look at that snake head. It's pretty neat. Well, here we have the Pravda, the truth statuette. And they're all different here in the park. Maybe there's, okay, twórczość, so creativity. This one is medicine. Healing herbs. Clutching a serpent. stand on guard. There it's really nice. This is the center. Maybe the center of Poland. That's what they're guarding. We're having fun. It's a lot of fun. We have the actual remnants, remains, and some work happening of Saski Castle, where there used to be major parties. Look at that party. Well, I didn't even know that Saski means Saxon. If you think you're a G-dog, think again. Look at this dog, Józef Piłsudski, behind me here, rocking the car and his dog in 1929. I mean, check out those shades. Pictures over there. And Matty K. Wow. Ooh, I like these. That's a good idea. Little ponds. It's a tree lying down. And some old part. Some new part. The streets here definitely have some sort of renovations going on with actual bullet holes. I've never seen this in Warsaw. Well, this is Warsaw. It's seen the war, that's for sure. And you see here, there's bullet holes. And if you want to see the size of these, well, you just stick your finger in there. That's the size of these bullet holes. And they appear to be kind of throughout the place here. And this is also Warszawa. If you want to look cool, this is where you come. This is me looking cool in Warszawa. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Warszawa and I'm looking cool. Well, this seems to be very Warszawa. You got these like major spaces. TV Polska, Świętokrzyska ulica, the Art Street. Well, I'm an actor. I've acted in small roles on national television, so I've actually gone through the airwaves through that building. Well, they're building some glassy things, so I figured I'd just take a shot here. See, this is how they put together those weird glassy sections, and they're doing it just now. So that's exciting. And these people are building the park here. So, oh, this is a major park, much bigger than I thought originally. There's just something about this area here. I really like that building that's behind there. And we got like these kind of flags here and stuff. Flags are nice. And then you have like this kind of a vibe. Well, I've been to Paris once. I feel like I'm in Paris just walking up to this section here for some reason. Seems like a big opening down there. Very exciting, very exciting. Oh, it's a big opening indeed. Okay, you got the car here. You got these kinds of big streets here. I think we're getting closer to something interesting. Yeah, let's see what's around here. Oh, this is the Vadel. Wow. This is where I was at yesterday with cousin Tomek. That's where this is. Okay, this is awesome. This is basically the world's top chocolate shop. This is the most well-organized graffiti in the bathroom I've ever seen. It might be a reflection of Polish culture, I'm not sure. But you do have a cat here. And many other things. On we go. And this is what you get for 20 zloty at this place. And as you can see here, that's where we went. And we got the drink, stand up to it. And I'm here, I've been here before. And it's nice, you got the shade in the summer. So now that I've completed this mission and there's some deliciousness going on, people live in here, I just noticed that the Samsung place where I need to get a cable is right there. We're at the Green Bar. Well, we're gonna turn into somewhere I know where I'm going, and it's gonna turn cool. So we're gonna go there, do a summer stroll. Well, this is what this looks like. Well, I'm glad I'm done eating, but otherwise I'd be hungry and want to eat places. But all I want right now, actually I don't want anything, but I could get a coffee. And it's not a Żabka coffee that I want. I just want to sit somewhere for a moment and enjoy a non-Żabka coffee. And I kind of like these green areas like this, and then you have like people waiting for the planes, stuff like that. But then there's like these even deeper areas, and then you go out and then you find like men doing their thing and like women doing their thing. And there's a toy store, and you have the street again with these greens in the middle, and you get to walk down it and there's no cars, and then there's people eating ice cream. I mean, is this Atlantis? You got like really fine Jan Kielman shoes. You're gonna see some, they're really fine shoes here. And then off to the corners you have like a real umbrella place. I mean, where do you find real umbrellas? Let me see, maybe I can find a real umbrella for myself here. You have to go through this little area. Here we go. Okay, am I in some other country? This is where I'll get an umbrella. It looks like I'm in Portugal.
No w tym tygodniu.
Nie, no to może wyjść oczywiście. Jest to
Fajnie, dzięki, do widzenia.
30 zł.
To są te...
Jak będzie czarny, nie będzie panu
Nie,
przeszkadzać.
absolutnie.
Sprawa jest... Oh, that was fun. Wow. I'm convinced I should get a parasol immediately. Oh, and then we have sacred art here. Wow. Just for fun. So this is this street. But we're gonna go straight ahead just to have a look for a looky look's sake. Oh wow. Okay. So what is going on here? So this is a whole kind of area of eateries and places. Like a Gruzian restaurant, and I love the top there. It looks like original. Men doing electrical things, and you got like a nice garden top. This is the street we're trying to get to. I'm not going to do the whole thing today, but pretty much the street to be on. Oh, and then this is I think this is the walkthrough to the place that is cool. Yes, this is the place that is cool when you want to drink and have 15 places to go to at the same time. So this is when it's not happening, because I wouldn't be able to film when it is happening. But here's the entrance to it, and all these places, all these doors are drinking places. You can also charge your electric vehicle, but all these places are actually different. And all these places, and all these places, and all these places. Oh, this is the pavilions. Okay, map of the pavilions. Oh wow, Facebook pavilion. Okay. So the continuation of that street is this street, and it gets better and better. You get like outdoor restaurants, and you get nice buildings. It's a nice feel here, and I think people are just starting to see the atmospheres. And it's just early in the day, so nothing going on, but tons of places are about to open up. See the inner vibes, people just chilling, and it's a chill time before everything opens. There's some nicer streets. I guess this starts feeling kind of like Yorkville and Toronto kind of thing. You know that they're awesome when they do happen. But we're just gonna go for some coffee. We're gonna go for some coffee. So over here we have this, and we got this. We got that walking street. I like these this kind of vibe on the main street. We're gonna try to find a coffee place in the sun. That's what I like. I'm not gonna translate all this right now, but just so you know that for under $1 you can get yourself a coffee here if you want. So kind of a little social place here on the main street with all the fancy little restaurants. And these are called baramleczny, and you can eat here too. And that is a crazy little tip that people don't tell you, but I have told you now, and now you can come here. It's at Nowy Świat 39, that's the address here on the corner, and it gets you some good things. They get the stuff here, and you drop the stuff here, and you pick them up here, and it all works out really fine. The lady goes and washes her stuff. Yes, I just got myself the coffee and a boudin for like $1 or $2 here at that place I was just at. I need to be charging my phone with this battery as I read the book, and in order to leave within 15 minutes, because I'm redoing my passport. Not redoing, getting a renewal. Well, as we walk to the embassy, we will have streets like this. Our favorite Charlotte place to go. Charlotte is a coffee place. Of course, we got curvy, glassy places right beside it. And on we go. Lots of styles, places. And we continue to have exciting places we walk to. We got the Zegna, Bulgari, how to read it, and you know, nice other places, very fancy-ish around here. So what's that Bulgari? It's kind of complex streets, but you got a nice scent and fine people just, you know, having a good time. It's Audi City, Warszawa, and other things. And there might be some lost Canadians down there in the center. We're near the embassy now. I know that because I know the area. I've been here for other things. And strangely, I put my bag down and there's an atlas of the world here. Now let's have a looky look here. Oh my, it's the real deal. And then, but just so you know, they included astronomy and the galaxies in the photos from 1965 that they had. And this was a part of the study of the world, planets, and then it goes into, and then only then does it go into the Earth, the Earth's magnetic fields and all this stuff, and then the general stuff, and then it goes into the deeper stuff, I guess. I'm not gonna have my phone in there, so bye phone, and update later. And here it is, Canadian Embassy. I'm gonna enter here. Well, apparently I can only be 15 minutes early, and I'm 45 minutes early, so that's me. So I get to walk around. So right next door is a coffee shop, but what's interesting is they got a grip set up here. We got a 4x. It looks like a 252 diffusion on there. That is a, okay. It's a nice tall setup here. Związek Kombatantów. And that's where they're filming something. Okay, so they're actually filming something. Well, maybe I could get a grip job. Yeah. Great. Alright. Let's check out the rigging. Well, right behind the Canadian Embassy, you got an actual grip truck here. And we're going to film it in a second. And these guys look like they're filming like right beside it. Here's a Buddy Grip. That's what the grips do here in Poland. They're just chilling. And other than that, they're filming here. There's the grip stands, stuff, carts. They're rocking out, and maybe if they rock out, I'll get a job. Meanwhile, here I'll show you the Canadian Embassy. This is the back of it. And they usually have nice posters. How they did last time. Let's see, what do they do now? Oh, soccer in Canada. In other words, football. Oh, they got this really happening now. Okay, that's good. So they have an awesome kids park here, and in the kids park they begin with flowers. It's a giant play structure. I mean, if I was to see this as a kid, I'd be like, damn, let me play. I want to be a monkey, and all sorts of other things. Let me find an interesting spot. Maybe I'll zoom in. But yeah, look at that. There's a whole inside to this. Maybe it's enough for one shot. Holy cow. I actually want to go there right now. I want to go and party. Jump around. It makes sense that they designate certain trees as statues of nature. Just put my hand on it for the size. It's a pretty big tree. Hello. Hello, big tree. Nice to have you here in Warszawa. And out here you have like digital nomads, and you have like the people, and like, oh, I love these kinds of trees. And the truth is, I actually gotta go pee so bad, but I gotta stop talking and just find a place really fast. Meanwhile, this is a nice proper park. Very nice. Very nice. There's something about this kind of earth and just this nice feeling here, where you can just sit in the shade under a pine tree and enjoy yourself. So I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm enjoying myself now. Well, that's the flag of the Canadian Embassy there, the red and white that you see, and there's the park. And then here we have this monument for Ronald Reagan, and because this is the American Embassy, that is the American Embassy here. And you know, this is a letter from Barack Obama for the opening of this monument, and from Nancy Reagan here. My husband, she's talking about Ronald Reagan, always felt a very strong bond with the people in Poland who longed for freedom. I remember the Christmas in 1981 we placed candles in our White House windows in honor of solidarity, as he was determined that America would do everything it could to advance liberty. Above all, he knew in his heart that the Polish people who were free to choose would choose freedom. Today he would be delighted to see that millions of Polish patriots are living free and prosperous lives. And so on. And there's the Pope and Reagan. Solidarity inspired freedom and changed the world. And so on. And you could see this here. And I think that's important for many reasons. That's the embassy. And there's Ronnie. And he's chilling here. Looks like Polish people really like their trees, because they give them all the freedom here. Check this out, this fence, and it's really nice here. And this is the Latvia. There's an art gallery, and just gonna see through it a little bit. Space between buildings is huge here. It's to be a big city. It is a big city. Well, these kinds of places are becoming rarer and rarer, but they do exist. Here, as we come out of the fence and wander down an enormous tree with a white van. And here we are, somewhere. And we can tell where we are by the palm tree here. And we're going to try to see what's up at the National Museum right here. Okay, and we have a menu of guided tours. Well, I thought that was the entrance over there, but this continues, and apparently the entrance is somewhere down here. So this is a huge National Museum. Not sure where I'll go. Maybe it's closed? I don't know. Oh, it's Monday, it's closed. Well, I genuinely tried, and I will be back here. Meanwhile, giant cloud formations are a-coming. Well, just walking around, you find these places without people. People fixing bridges, park, and a club. What? Club Wieżyca. It only opens in a few hours. And you can have a coffee here, you can look at yourself, look cool. That's a place where there's nobody at the moment. Let's do the electric bus reveal. Wow. Check out the cloud. It was sunny until now. Just so you know, we're in Poland. A lot of surveillance. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. Wow. Yeah, we're getting some major wind gusts, and it seems at any moment the rains can go down so heavy that this street will be probably closed down. That's my guess. Within 20 minutes. Well, it looks like people are hiding except for this group, and I'm at a pizza slice place. I'm so glad these places exist. It's literally called Pizza by the Slice. And you get all sorts of slices here, and I got the jalapeno hot slice. Oh yeah, because I need some heat just looking at that. Now, I'm a good estimator of crazy weather. Like, there's already a fallen tree there by the man. This mouse doesn't seem to care. And these things might hold for a moment, but I don't think it will hold. I think they will actually collapse it in a sec. This paper thing will die. So, that's it. But, you know, Canada, storm, Tofino surf shop. I'm used to storm. That's why I wear the hat. Check it out. Even the birds are running away. So my guess is that those who remain are the men and women who want to have a wet t-shirt contest. Hopefully there'll be more people enjoying that. I'm going to start filming weird people because I think the weirdest people just stay out. So why do the weirdest people do weirdest things? What are they doing? Let's zoom in. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's really weird. I gotta stop filming. Now down there, this woman, I think she might be doing something weird. She's got a weird walk. That's weird enough. That's it. So as it rains, everybody's going to Żabka, so she's just, I don't know if there's anything weird about that. Well, no, not really. And these people, there's nothing weird about that. Gotta zoom out. Let's see, I'm gonna zoom in to someone who's doing anything weird anywhere. That is a dark cloud, but over here we have what is after the rain, which is less dark cloud and a nice looking kind of sunny golden feel because everything's wet. Yeah. Specjały, regionalne, tradycyjna polska kuchnia. So we have a nice kind of garden feel here, and then we have this place, and then these nice doors. And what happens here is you get a nice cake place, and then check this out, how awesome it is to sit here in a dark cloud, or it could be a bright day. See, that's the actual day there, and that's the dark cloud. You can eat ice cream and enjoy all that. Well, apparently it's not weird to have the cops walk around in doubles. Cops walk around in doubles. There's a male-female pair, and they just heard something, so they're going somewhere. I'm going the other way. And now in here is the coffee shop across from the Grey Wolf. We're at the Vincent. It's not Vincent, it's Vincent Cafe. And we're enjoying a real baguette with some matcha drink. And we're one of the first here chilling And we got the top, we got the buildings, and we're doing the real thing. We got the people at the bus stop. Oh yeah. As I continue reading here, we do have a situation with a weirdness situation here where the man has pink bows on his feet, and that's fascinating here going on into the future. He is future man from the future. He's walking into the future, and hopefully everything is fine. I really liked this area here, and then the upstairs. It's really nice. Just a nice design. You got little cozy spots like this. So Vincent. It's not Vincent, it's Vincent. And you order here, you can go to the bar here. And you have seats like this, and these seats look out onto the street here. And obviously over there you have a seat where I sat over here. And this is the main street, across from the Grey Wolf and beside the Starbucks, but you should definitely prefer to be here. I had one of their original baguettes, and it was awesome. And they have nice flowers, and baguette and a matcha drink, and it was great. And I read and sat there. It was awesome. And as you approach the center, which we didn't go to this time before because we didn't want to, here you have the Biedronka, which is definitely the lowest prices, and it's a whole shopping experience with basically grocery store prices. So there's definitely non-touristy kind of prices that you can get here. And we're gonna go look down the street. That's been our favorite street. Definitely worth a visit every time you're in Warsaw. And then she's collecting for winter. But in the meantime, I don't even feel like going down there. There's police. That's what they look like. Well, it's a nice integration of these glassy things, and I'll show you the other way. Boom. So here you have, when you cross, you have a nice kind of looky look and a park kind of feel, but we're going to keep the camera rolling this way. Check that out. It's a nice walk through, and you got a few of these, and they're basically the metro entrances. Pretty nice, eh? Yeah, and then here you have the Kubusha Puchatka lane. Oh my god. So even Winnie the Pooh has his own street name right here. Kubusha Puchatka, that's Winnie the Pooh. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you look this way, quite a formidable street. Well, I just can't stop filming the major reveals. Look at this reveal right there. Isn't that a huge building of some sort? It's so huge, and just the size of this street. This is just like an unknown random street. It's huge. And you got ginormous flags here. It's like Dubai of Poland, which it is. Major like entrance of some sort, with some golden panels, stuff like that, you know. A place called Canoe with unusual lighting. I mean, it's all here. Oh, that's neat. It says there's 700 tons of gold in Poland here. That's neat. Right, because this is the central bank. Oh, okay. So things start to make sense here. Narodowy Bank Polski. Oh, this is the National Bank of Poland. Central bank, and that's where they have all the gold. Do you see the punk in the window, or does he see us? Commemorating her battalion leader, Kiliński. So that's what that is. So my Canada aunt participated in this, and remember in 2009 I have video and photos of the footage of us being here with major the survivors of this still. So oh, and here I love the color of these doors. They look copper. Look at this sunlight. Like this light happening on these doors. Isn't it amazing? It works really well, I think. It's good architecture. Of course. Here's the door color. I got gold, and then this is copper-ish. Well, I don't know if I have this shot yet, but it's the shot of Warsaw as we cross the street in a very panoramic kind of a view spot. So I basically use the view of the Pałac Kultury, the local Empire State Building, as an orienting point, and I know where to go for my my train. You know, they're playing games here. It's nice to see. You got the little major city backdrop, and you got little hammocks here. Got high weirdness spotted between the trees here. Nothing weird, I guess. It's just effort, and the effort's done now. What do we have here going on? Well, looks like a lot of kids having fun, and the Pałac Kultury, which is now the Pałac Młodzieży, between the columns. Oh, got these major monumental monuments. We got Brodog here, looking over the buildings. I need to snap a photo of this. Nice little reveal here. The major reveal here. Lots of reveals here. I guess maybe that's why they're so hidden here by some construction. Sala Kongresowa. We got other things. You have the lady here with the buildings. I guess this will look nice once it is done, because these are giant columns. Giant things could happen here. I mean, you could probably park a plane here. You know, definitely park a plane here. It's a major entrance to something that nobody knows about or uses. Anyway, wow, look at that. You can go through that building there. Oh, okay. They're doing, yeah, renovations of this right in there. Okay, that makes sense. So we're having a real wrap here, but aside from the real wrap, which we'll get to, is that what I think it is? Probably be the next M&M. And there you have it. You have the crowds, the people, and this is where you have this architecture, which we will enjoy for a moment. As you approach it, it gets round, and in here it looks like this jibbing, little jibbing up. Is that what's happening? Little jibbity joob, jibby up. And so here you have places to eat and places to look at, tall buildings. Well, the people are still mostly different. I guess the architecture is the concentration at the moment. Oh, and then you got these kinds of places here. That's pretty neat. This looks like the new city in the Arab world that they want to build. It's already here in Poland. You can see. This is probably where they got inspired. I'm pretty sure, actually. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Some G-Dogs. Always good to follow some G-Dogs. Blend in. Crop. It's cropped. And it's good. Once things get too good sometimes, stop being cool, just like Facebook. But anyway, I'm wearing crop pants, and they even fit with the fluorescence on my shoes. So they probably have nets here because people jump. It's a pretty high place, or maybe they fall. They probably fall. Oh, that's actually a lot of stairs here. We gotta get over there somehow through all these. Okay, let's go down there. Okay, this is how you find your train. Just go to the departures section here. And we gotta find 2020. Wrocław Główny. Here it is. And it's platform number 3. Lots of people on, but platform 3 is right there. You see that blue sign? We're just gonna go down there just to have a looky look. Once you're on the platform that you're supposed to be on, is this this thing here. This thing meaning this visualization here. It'll tell you if you look at your ticket. You have number 5, so it'll tell you which sector within your tour on the right peron, number 3. So this is the 3rd peron, tour 4, and then the sector. You have your particular spot.